Welcome back. Since 2008, the Bahamas Breast Cancer Initiative Foundation's genetic research has found that 23% of Bahamian women diagnosed with breast cancer also carry the inherited mutated gene or BRCA gene, which increases the risk of carriers to the disease.
Now, those numbers represent the highest number of the BRCA mutation worldwide. However, our Charisma Robinson reports tonight that officials have recognized a tremendous feat.
Megan Minus, Patrice Adderley, and Rika Cargill have three things in common. They were all diagnosed with the mutated BRCA gene in their early 20s, but they survived.
It happened very quickly. I had breast cancer. I had a lump the size of a grapefruit. I had to have a double mastectomy. I did reconstruction. Long term, I'm doing very well, but it took a toll on us. It was four sisters, and in a domino effect, we all had cancer, one right after.
I'm a 16-year cancer survivor. I'm 43. I'm still at my prime. My son is now 18. And besides God, that's my plight for life. I have been dealt with 12 doses of chemotherapy. And like I said, I've done mastectomy. I'm still very happy. I didn't do reconstruction, and I'm proud of my body.
I would say to all the young ladies out there to get tested because it affects everyone.
Those Bahamian women are a part of what officials have found to be the highest number of the BRCA mutation gene worldwide. Statistics show 23% of Bahamian women diagnosed with breast cancer also carry the hereditary gene connected to cancer. So far, the Bahamas Breast Cancer Initiative Foundation tested 2,100 women and is furthering research into the cause of this relatively high rate of the BRCA gene.
Our mission is to test as many women as possible to determine what that prevalence is precisely so that we can decide whether or not to continue population screening for unaffected women or whether we should focus our genetic testing efforts on women who are indeed affected with either breast or ovarian cancer. At this point, we have about 390 results that we're waiting to come back, and at that point we'll be able to definitively say what we think the population prevalence is in the Bahamas and where we should focus our next efforts.
Now, officials expect that the results of an initial testing and research study 2 years ago will confirm what they have already discovered. They're hoping to receive those final results before the end of December. In the meantime, though, officials say the initial study is making a difference in cancer treatment and care.
And these women are proof of the fact that you can be diagnosed, you can take the proper steps, and you can save your own life. And I hope that the BBCIF, through your contributions and your support, can continue to do the fine work that it's doing and help women make informed decisions about their own lives.
By supporting this initiative, officials say you would be giving every woman the advantage to get tested and survive. Charisma Robinson, ZNS Network News.
Well, the Cancer Society of the Bahamas is hosting its 10th annual Stride for Life fundraiser this weekend as it seeks to bring attention to the disease and its impact. Organizers say this year they are seeking to highlight all types of cancer and the fact that anyone can be impacted by the illness. President of Bahamia Limited, Arnold Forbes, spoke about the need to win the fight against the disease.
It affects black, white, yellow, and brown. So we have to fight cancer. We have to continue to look for a cure to something that is ravishing our society, in particular our women as far as breasts are concerned, and men in particular as far as prostate is concerned. So we must fight this at all costs, unceasing, unflinching, to ensure that one day, if not in our lifetime, in our children's lifetime, we can find a cure for cancer.
Now, the annual event is held to aid the Cancer Society of the Bahamas in its ongoing efforts. Stride for Life Committee co-chair Gina Gonzales-Rolle encouraged the public to support the event.
I would just like to invite everyone to come out and join us this week, Saturday, as we stride and walk. Some may not be able to walk as fast as others. We ask that you come out and enjoy our walk. We are leaving from the Cancer Society at 6 a.m. We go down Centerville, up the new bridge, down the old bridge, and back here where we intend to have a nice family fun event.
Well, on the heels of the completion of a national youth policy for the Bahamas, Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture Dr. Daniel Johnson launched Youth Month today. He was joined by a number of youth organizations, including Youth Zone, Junior Achievers, the Fresh Start Program, and Government High School Band. Minister Johnson noted that despite the challenges that some young people face, all is not lost. And as the nation's youth make up about 60% of the population, Minister Johnson said the government is doing its part to ensure the added success of the nation's youth. A number of exciting activities are planned for the month of October that Minister Johnson said is geared toward getting everyone involved.
We will be putting on display those organizations, their talents in music. We also wish to create an environment for interaction, healthy interaction between the minister, the youth of our Bahamas, the youth leaders, of course, stakeholders in youth development, as well as ministry staff, all for the enhancement of youth development work. And so on Sunday, you can expect to see uniformed youth organizations such as the Scouts, the Guides, the Brigades, the key clubs, the sporting organizations, and many other organizations who are providing the experiences, the support, and the challenges that young people need for their healthy growth and development.
The Constitutional Commission continued its educational campaign in Spanish Wells, Eleuthera last night. Jimenita Swain attended the meeting at the Methodist Church and tells us that even though the numbers were small, residents asked lots of questions.
Members of the Constitutional Commission, led by retired Justice Ruby Nottage, spent Wednesday in Spanish Wells prepping for the Commission's first education session on the 4 proposed constitutional bills that addresses providing equality for all Bahamians concerning the transmission of citizenship and non-discrimination on the basis of sex, specifically male or female. After presentations from Mistress Nottage, Brandace, Duncanson, and Wentz Martin, Spanish Wells resident Danica said she supports equality but had other concerns.
And also in the last referendum, the government disregarded what the people voted for. So how can you expect for us to have faith in them and tell us that they will not reject our opinion this time?
Commission member Brandace Duncanson made the distinction between last year's gaming referendum and the binding results of a constitutional one.
This particular referendum is a constitutional referendum, and the government is mandated to follow the will of the people when the vote is taken. The referendum of the past that you spoke of was an advisory referendum, and it didn't come with the same implications that this constitutional referendum comes with.
Meantime, Justice Nottage explained why the bills are not retroactive.
The wisdom of the moment is that none of them should be retroactive or retrospective because of the complications that could arise. We can see some of them right away. There are others we may not even yet have begun to appreciate.
She also made it clear that Bill number 4 in no way allows same-sex marriage, but instead ends discrimination based on sex.
The discrimination here that we are referring to in Article 26.3 is on the basis of sex, meaning male or female. It is unlawful to discriminate between the sexes, male or female, and that principle of equality of male and female is enshrined as a fundamental right.
The Constitutional Commission is expected to take its educational campaign throughout the Bahamas to ensure that all Bahamians are educated about the 4 proposed constitutional bills. Reporting from Spanish Wells, Eleuthera, Jimenita Swain, ZNS Network News.